WBS or work breakdown structure. It basically is easy to begin with. The entire project is broken down into certain separate, clearly identifiable activities, and at the end of each activity, there has to be an event. When an event occurs, the next activity starts. So WBS to begin with is very easy to understand. That project is going to be broken down into smaller tasks. Smaller tasks are going to have some activities involved. The activities are going to end up into events. For projects, the web breakdown structure is the tool that utilizes this technique and is one of the most important project management documents. It single-handedly integrates scope, cost, and schedule baseline, ensuring the project plans are in alignment. The work breakdown structure is defined as a deliverable-oriented hierarchical decomposition of the work to be executed by the project team. There are two types of WBS. One is deliverable-based, second is phase-based. The most common and preferred approach in is the deliverable-based approach because at the end of every activity finishing, the event occurring after the end of activity. Event is a deliverable. So let's look into the deliverable-based work breakdown structure. A DBWBS clearly demonstrates the relationship between project deliverables and the scope. See, there are let's talk about let's consider a construction of a house as a project. So the construction of house is gonna have certain parts. One is foundation, second is internal work, and third is external work. So we have identified the key areas as foundation, internal work, and external work as a level one. And once any level finishes, then only the other parts in that level are gonna be initiated and completed. Phase based is that the activities or the smaller portions of the project are identified, broken down into unique actions, and then an output for each and every action is identified. So the project can be broken down into multiple phases. At the end of every phase, the next phase can start. There is a there is a definite probability or chances that multiple phases can be started at simultaneously, and all those phases at the end of their time schedule, all the phases are going to culminate into a final project deliverable or outcome. So in order to make a WBS, we have to create an iterative process by following certain steps. One is gather the critical documents which are required for the projects, right from execution to culmination to handing over. Then we need to identify the key team members. Then level one elements are defined or identified. Then breakdown elements are identified. And then WBS reflection is created. Gantt chart is one of the ultimate objective of WBS. Critical documents are like content containing project labels such as charter, scope state, requirement plan, subsidiary plans. Key team members could be the project team members, the major stakeholders, the major participants, the major process partners. So once the breakdown elements are decomposed, begin the process of breaking the level 1 deliverables into unique lower level deliverables. This breaking down technique is called decomposition. Continue breakdowns work until the work is covered and each element is managed by single individual or organization or entity. Certain questions are required to be asked, like why any additional decomposition make the project more manageable. If the answer to any of these questions, then whether an activity or event can be decomposed further. If not, then WBS is done. If yes, then further decomposition is required. WBS dictionary basically is a description at the work package level with details enough to ensure that 100% project scope is covered. This description should include information such as boundaries, milestones, risk, owners, costs, etc. Gantt chart, I'll show you with an example. See, this is a normal Gantt chart for a research scholar who's attempting to write a thesis. So the entire thesis process has been broken down into a number of tasks: work plan, development of agenda, writing the introduction, secondary tabulation, and every task is given a definite start date, a definite end date, and the difference in start and end date is the duration that is required for that particular task. And then all these things are plotted on Excel with the help of Gantt charts. So first a WBS is created, and then a Gantt chart is developed to display the proper WBS.